What is your unique language of revelation? This weekend we celebrate Shavuot, the holiday in which we recall the giving of the Torah at Mount Sinai. And it's said about that time that God gave the Torah and revealed God's law to each person standing at Mount Sinai in a language that he or she or they could uniquely understand. So we see this throughout Torah, in fact, that different prophets receive God's voice through unique lenses that are available to them. Miriam seems to express God's voice through song, whereas Bezalel, the architect of the tabernacle, receives divine inspiration through his creative artistic work. We have Elijah, who receives God's voice as a still, small voice that he hears in nature, whereas Moses receives God's voice in booming thunder at the top of a mountain. Each person receives God's voice and revelation in a voice that they can understand, in a language that is accessible to them. So what's your language? Rabbi Danya Ruttenberg wrote about her language in her book, Surprised by God, where she talked about first experiencing the divine inspiration that led her to become a rabbi while dancing at a club in Chicago. So on this Shavuot and this Shabbat, attune your ears and listen for the language of revelation that is all your own.